And the story that I actually made around it, that I'm keep on boggling with it, is that am I how to say it? It's the word would be not abuser, but I use people in that sentence. So I don't earn much, so I stay somewhere and I use that person for. And it goes the same in the I even though I talked to this with Ursha and she said it's nothing like that to her, but for me I still have these thoughts: am I using her because she really has a good salary and I'm like on a 50 to 60% of her salary, and we know for the type that we want to live in we need at least to be equal, or somebody has to go much more ahead. And probably that it will be me because we want to have also 4 kids, but it's all the time there. We are having this car because she has that much good salary, right? I'm all the time not putting any credit to myself. I'm all the time, am I a user, right? And the biggest fear is that somebody will come to me and say that in my face. So people don't say that in my face, which is kind of obvious, but I keep on saying it to my face. Here, not keep on, but here and there, it just really pops in. Bro, you're just using. And then I'm like, am I loving this person or I'm using the, So what? And sometimes and then I'm just like, okay, let it go, be with what it is, and it's just right. It's like she's saying you're not, and it's like I know I'm not, but I'm just sharing like my automatic way. It goes like you're a user, blah blah blah, and it's just something to be really responsible for, like we shared before, for this. Whatever our mind comes up with, it's never gonna be a pleasant thing that it comes up with. So, but yeah, that's what I got. What you shared, it's just like I got to that is actually one of the bigger. So I'm like, okay, I use people, I don't need to do it. It all goes very well with you don't need to work hard, right? You're like easygoing, right? And yeah, and now you're making these projects that are actually out there to contribute to people, but in fact you're just lazy cunt who doesn't want to work. I mean, I'm just really sharing openly like what goes in my mind, and it, it's never my friend. It's like if you guys really look into it, your mind is never your friend. It will always rob you of experiences, of everything.
Yeah, great share. And I want to add just something that what was present to me when you shared that you're not using this partnership, and in partnership you have everything together as one, no matter how much anyone can afford. So I think a great thing to it's who said that only in when I thought about it, it's like, okay, I was raised by that men should get them more money than your partner, because it's like somebody says that, and I think partnership is more than that. So I think you're not using, and Mrs. JP said you're not, and give you a heart. So
Yeah, and I know that, right?
I
It's like
know
it's yeah.
like saying that, and
Uh,
you touched me. So yeah, great share, and I like it very much.
but thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Yeah. And it
great.
is out there. It is right. Men are providers. Women are carers. So right. So man who is caring is basically a pussy. So
Yeah,
it's all
no,
some ridiculous things to put us in. And that's exactly another thing, right? Why we set up this podcast with Alex, is that we would break these kind of things out there, destroying
yeah.
these, so to speak, myths or agreements that are not serving us actually.
For me, you talk now manly. That's it. You share yourself. You were authentic, and that's it. And this is like, I respect that.
Got it. Thank you.
I really do.
Yeah, but this is it, right? But it's really when you get to that, and we are scared to be that vulnerable, actually, right? It's like for me, it's right. So you're doing this stream where people come and have fun with you, and
Mhm.
and right, and then looking good comes into it immediately, right? So you gotta go on stream, you gotta look good, so the people will see something, la, la, la. And then in the end, and you're afraid to be vulnerable because what if they go away? What if they don't like me and stuff? It's all you know, it's there, but it's like then in the end it's just what you shared. Then in the end that's the only thing that counts. Being vulnerable is in a way it's sexy and it's life altering.
It's really courageous too.
Yeah, I know it's not easy, but
Nah, it's not easy to say out loud I'm a user and somebody in the chat could say, yeah, you are, bro. You married this girl. She had so much money on the account and such a pay, and you're just kind of a hook on to her, get around her, that my mind is talking to me like that. So that I'm sure, right? Throw yourself out the window. You're using people. but yeah, and then it's like that's actually there with me, and it's not easy, but it's simple. Take responsibility for it, put in your being loving, caring person, and go out there and do what you want to do.